Hello, Furtless. Fancy flogging a dead horse with me? Yeah, I know. For those of you that you know, are not new to my channel, know that I came on the scene with a Huff video and declaring that Huff is complete fake and fraud. Done many videos, put up many videos from other people on my channel, got a whole playlist there. But Mrs. Magnitude's not very well. I've just gotten over an illness. Being bored, let's do another one. You see, I've got a few people following me from the Huff Busters as a Fake, actually done by Scotty, not me, and people confuse it with me for some weird reason. And I don't quite understand what I mean by jump cut and where I'm coming from. So I figured the best way to do this would just be to show you. Now, like a crystal ball, my predictions were, when a celebrity dies, they'll go to Huff and ask Huff how to get to heaven, and Huff will, well, show them. And in true fashion, Hugh Hefner passed away, God rest his soul, and went to Huff. Surprise! So let's just have a look at this video. Now, before I start this video, I need you to understand, I haven't watched this video yet. I was just tipped off about it, about how cringy it is. All the usual tricks are there, jump cuts, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to play a video and just explain as I go along, okay? If this bores you, turn off now. Whoa! So the video literally starts off.
I'm going to try for a focus session.
Fucking hell, right, the video just started off like that. Straight into a jump cut, straight into a EVP of Hefner. It sounded like scratching. Now, the DR60 recorder is known to be faulty. It records inside noise. That's why I stopped making it, because people used it for its proper use, which was for, you know, dictation and, you know, receptionists and whatnot, were finding that the internal noise was just too grating. Of course, people jumped on it like, EVPs, EVPs. If you want to prove EVPs of this thing, what you want to do is have two recorders, the DR60 and another one, press them both together and see if anything comes out on the other one, but that's up for debate.
To try to contact Hugh Hefner.
Oh, of course. Oh, so we're straight into that bloody box. Right, this box, let's just have this out right now. That box is nothing special, okay? It is a guitar amp and pedal, and maybe another pedal. Those lights is just decoration. Anything stuck to it is decoration. These sell for $2,500 on average, up to $3,000. Yeah? He tried selling his gold box, but cancelled it at the last minute on eBay because he was outbidding himself. Yeah, he's good. He's an entrepreneur. He's very good at what he does, okay? But that is not going to help you contact anybody. It's useless on its own. You need to have your own spirit box in it. And when you do get a spirit box in it, it makes it so muddy that you're just going to cause yourself pareidolia and not actually understand what's being said. I challenge anyone, actually, watch a Huff video with your eyes shut and see if you can understand it without the subtitles. Let's carry on.
Do you still wear your robes?
Do you still wear your robes? I've got my hot hair back, or whatever it was. That was random as fuck. That wasn't in context. Right, another jump cut straight into this. Well, I haven't seen him turn it on, ask a question or anything. That just sounds like scratching. Internal mechanics. But okay, if you want to say that is Hefner being said, that's fine.
There was something there. He might have said Hefner.
Yeah, it was internal noise. Attempting to reach Hugh Hefner through a wonder box.
Hey guys, this is Steve Huff from Huff Paranormal. It's been about a week since I uploaded a video.
Has it?
And I have not done any spirit work in this entire week. I've just been working on my photo business.
Yeah, that's his business. Right, let me just clear one thing. This is his business. ITC is his business, okay? Selling those wonder boxes, although he doesn't sell them anymore, so he says, but I'm sure if you emailed him with $2,500 and can you build me one, he fucking will. That is his business, along with photographing. That's his business. He is an entrepreneur and he's very good at what he does, okay? He could sell sand to the Egyptians, ice cubes to the Eskimos. He is really good at what he does. Make no mistake, this guy is not an idiot. A liar and a fake, but not an idiot.
Photo.com, working on content there, and I'm going to try for a focus session to try to contact Hugh Hefner.
Of course you are, because they make good clickbait and they make lots of views. That's why you do the celebrities.
Sadly, at 91 years old, and while many of you may not have agreed with, you know, his business, Playboy magazine, he started it in the 50s with an $8,000 loan from investors, and he became...
Who's been Googling?
You know, what very rich guy who produced an adult entertainment magazine. Now, Playboy, you know, it's pretty tame by what you see today.
Let's just, I've got to do this. I told you, he's an entrepreneur, and what he does well in is markets where there is no referee or ombudsman. Example, the Wonderbox, you don't get a refund, okay? If you think it's utter horseshit, tough shit, sold, and there's no refund on it because there's no ombudsman to say if it's doing its job properly, so to say. Now, guess what he used to do before this? And this is why I'm laughing at this, because he says, oh, it's very tame for today, the porn that Hugh Hefner did. He sold rape porn. Like I said, he's an entrepreneur. How many people do you think asked for a refund on their rape porn, saying it wasn't as up to their standard and put their name to that? I bet nobody. What a great business. Clever.
Hugh Hefner was an American icon, whether you like him or you hate him. But he passed away at 91. He lived a long, amazing life. You know, I'm sure it was an amazing life.
Oh, Huff, are you jealous of all those girls that he had to go on?
And I have always said, and in my personal research, I have found the best time to connect with someone after they die,
here we go.
After they pass away, is within the first 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, that's right. You know, any spirit contact you get after that time just ain't there, because, you know, they're gone after 48 hours. And besides, this is coming from a man that gate crashed a funeral. Literally, a personal funeral, not connected to him, trying to connect with them through his car and his impossible box, which he doesn't use anymore because it's a crock of junk done by Anthony Sanchez. All of these apps are junk, okay? Divination Box is literally just 2 MP3s sampled from an ASMR video on YouTube. And I'm sure someone in the comments could tell me the exact video because I can't recall it off the top of my head. So there's no spirit communication going on when it said, "You are chosen." That is actually in the MP3. And the Wonderbox just made it sound a little bit more spookier.
That is when I had my best luck. But then again, that is not mandatory. I feel I've connected
no, it's not mandatory.
with
You're damn right.
and others after that time has passed. Yeah. Namely, Johnny Cash.
The Johnny Cash, that was a hock of shit as well. What he did was play Johnny Cash backwards through his Wonderbox, right? Sorry, forwards, but the Wonderbox made it backwards or whatever, right? The backwards pedal that's not in real time. You can't do real time, because if you're doing real time right now, the device would know what I'm going to say before I even know, to start off at the end to come to the back. Does that make sense? But anyway, getting to the point, it does sections and reverses audio. Now, that's what he did. He played Johnny Cash backwards, and that's all it was. And he was pareidolia, going, oh, it says I've seen the light. He was clicking on the right bits for it to say what he wants of his narrative about him saving Johnny Cash and bringing him to the light. No, it was just a Johnny Cash interview played backwards, nothing else. And he was making words out of pareidolia. Fact, it's in the playlist. If you want to know, I'll put the playlist in the pinned comment if you want to go through that place and learn everything about this guy.
But my Robin Williams session, which...
Oh yeah, your Robin Williams session, one of the most views, over like 2 million views or whatever. You mean 8 minutes of backtracking, and when it come down to it, did he get Robin Williams? We didn't actually see what the session was. We don't know what box it come off, how he attained that piece of audio. We got no idea where that come from. It's just literally 10 seconds of audio after 8 minutes of him saying, I've got bloody Robin Williams, and him backtracking, you know, trying to cover his ass in every possible aspect. But 10 seconds of audio, you don't even see a video, it's just audio. But we don't know what session, what app was it. Apps don't work, by the way, pretty much. There aren't many apps. I mean, there's one that could work, which would be the Live Ghost Box. That's the one that's got the best results so far. But apps don't work. Just don't bother, okay? Unless they're free, you want to try them out and amuse yourself, don't bother. But seriously, especially ones done by Huff or connected with Huff, they are full of false positives. But that was funny as hell, that Robin Williams thing. What a crock of shit. Where did he get that audio from? Is Robin here?
1.7 million people have seen now. Was during that week that Robin passed, and I started hearing his voice come in through the Ghost Box radios I was using at the time. So tonight I am going to try to connect with Hugh Hefner right here.
Yep.
I'm going to go into my kitchen.
Okay.
And I have my little station set up with the Wonderbox that a Mr. Stephen Carver sent to me as a gift. I sold it to him.
Well, Mr. Stephen Carver, that's very, very kind of you. So let me get this right. Huff sold it to you for $2.5 grand or whatever, and then you kindly gave it back to him. Now, in the comments on the videos, I have seen people say, like, well, you know, who gave him this? And then a random profile appears saying, I'm Steve Carver, I gave him that. Well, you don't know that that's Steve Huff himself pretending to be that person. Now, I can't say facts, that is what is going on, but don't put it past Huff, okay? He does vet his own comments, you'll never see a negative comment in there. He does also buy his own comments at times in his own subs here and there, not all the time, you know, he's got quite a following, but trust me when I say, do not trust everything he says. Maybe a guy did, you know, give him back a Wonder Box after spending $2.5 grand on it. Obviously somebody's got more fucking money than sense. Or, yeah, no. It's Huff himself.
I sold it to him many, many months ago.
Months? That's all we had it for?
He sent it back to me as a gift, kind of donated it to me.
Kind of? We did.
Because he knew I got rid of and smashed and threw away my gold box.
You did not smash your gold box. You put it up on eBay for sale, and then at the last minute, after you were bidding against yourself, getting it right up to a high price, no one wanted it, so you contacted yourself and, yeah, got the sale stopped. The only way you could do that is if you have your own eBay profiles, and many of them. You clever, clever, clever man.
And I had nothing here. And yes, I still have a bunch of parts right in front of me on the floor
of course
to
you
build
do.
My next device, but I'm still waiting on one part.
I am curious as to what your next device is. Let's be honest, okay? This guy has not made any devices. What he has done, he has got a guitar off the shelf, guitar amp like this off the shelf, added a pedal to it, and then he's put, you know, crosses and lights and everything else. He hasn't designed anything. A real box is something like this, where it is totally made from scratch and all the circuits inside are made, not necessarily even handmade circuits, but the circuits are put together and soldered together. Huff doesn't do that. He buys off-the-shelf components and click-clacks them together and spray paints them and then charges $2.5 grand to $3 grand for that shit.
So until that is settled, I'm going to be working with this right now, and I am still...
Oh, and if anyone goes, well, he tells you how to make one yourself. Yeah, he gives you the links to make one yourself, because he gets commission on those links, just so you know. He's an entrepreneur, he's very good at what he does.
You know, practicing and working on my connection. But I've been so busy with my work lately, it's been kind of hard to focus all of my attention to ITC, but I really can't, because ITC doesn't pay the bills. You
mean your Wonder Box isn't selling no more because people like me are wising up and telling everyone what a Wonder Box actually consists of and what's what? Smuggy grin, I can do one back.
It's my passion, it's within me, it's something that
It's a shame, Huff, because you were legit at the start. You were really, really good. You were legit, did everything properly, and then you thought, how can I make money out of this? Oh, I know. You know, we can build apps, things like that. And then, you know, you got in touch with someone who is your accountant, and to start off the ITC collective, you... this accountant of yours who worked for somebody had 30,000 members in a community, and they sent her on holiday. What a nice gesture. While she was on holiday, they funneled all of those 30,000 people into the ITC collective, and that's how it got started. Shady.
I've been working on for 7 years. And I have one of these Panasonic DR60s in my hand. I still own two. I ended up not selling one.
These go for a lot of money, these Panasonic DR60s. Make no mistake, they are just... It's debatable. It records in very low bit rate, okay? And they disconnected them because, basically, they're broken. People who used them properly, like receptionists and dictation, found that they couldn't understand a word that they were saying when they were recording onto it because the internal mechanisms and that were recording and you just had bleed over. That's what's going on, not EVPs. Like I say, if you want to test one of these things properly, you want that DR60 and another EVP recorder next to each other, and see if you get an EVP on both of them, even if you have one that's like smaller or not as loud or whatever. That'd be something.
Though I'm probably going to sell one for what I paid for it.
Bet you set for profit. Don't give me that shit.
Sell one, but I'm not sure yet.
You are a money man.
So let's do a quick...
Let me give you an example of his practice of money man, right? Remember, he is a photographer. He ripped off a guy once with camera lenses. A guy had some camera lenses that he inherited or something, and basically he said, what are these worth to Huff? And Huff said, not a lot, I'll give you $2 grand for them. Oh, that sounds reasonable, $2 grand sounds great. Finds out they're worth 20 grand. Yeah, nice guy.
EVP session really quick.
Jump cut. jump cut. So we're going to do an EVP session. We've jump cutted straight away. So in that jump cut, he could have pre-recorded that.
To confirm if you can help me with connecting with Hugh Hefner.
This is one more like jump cut. Jump cut again. So look, can you confirm? And he's jump cut. So you don't know what has gone on there, okay? When I do my sessions, I press record like I am now, and I just let it go as is. You see me set up the box. You see me set up everything. You see everything go everywhere. And when something happens, it is genuine. He has stopped and jump cutted this. So this is void. Even if he's got a real EVP here, it's void. You can't use that as evidence because he has jump cutted it. And yes, I am aware that I've got finger marks all over my...
And bam, just like that.
And bam, just like that. I pre-recorded it. Yeah, I am aware of the finger marks on here. The idea of this is so Huff can't try and copyright strike me, because that's the sort of thing he does. He likes to silence anybody who opposes him. So that's why I've left the finger marks on here, okay?
Via EVP from thin air on the Panasonic DR60.
Yeah, that'll be internal mechanism, but don't worry about it, Huff.
Just to confirm, let me ask again.
Oh! Another jump cut, and another jump cut.
Is there anyone here
so you don't know what he's done here. You got no idea.
If so, you can leave a message on this device as an answer in real time.
What's this creepy music I can hear in the background?
This is Steve. I come with God in my heart. I'm trying to connect tonight with Mr. Hugh Hefner.
I'm not sure if that's one of my devices or if that's on his video.
Can anyone help me with that connection tonight?
Right, is there a jump cut here or not? 'Cause he does sly one sometimes. He's very good at sliding. He gets sloppy lately because everyone just believes him no matter what these days, you know. And he silences anybody in the comments. Ask him a technical question. See if your comment actually comes up. It won't. If you rub his head though and say how good he is.
I'm trying to connect tonight with Mr. Hugh Hefner, who passed away at the age of 91.
And I'm going to come straight to you, Mr. Huff, because you are the spokesperson of everything spiritual.
Can anyone help me with that connection tonight?
I have no idea who you are. You're not my family. Oh. Does that sound like Hefner? It kind of does, I suppose. But you can't tell because he's jump cutted and fucked it already before he's even... He's his own worst enemy in this. But that doesn't matter because he doesn't want to, prove to the scientific community or anyone who has any interest in this. He just wants to, have his little, big fan club who actually don't know anything about anything. And, they watch their TV shows and think that's real, Like Ghosts of Shepherdstown. I mean, Shady Town, Nick Groff. Oh, God, Nick Groff's another one.
There was something there. He might have said Hefner.
Oh, I wonder how you knew that.
That's indisputable.
No, it's not indisputable because you've ruined your evidence. Look, Huff, it'd be indisputable if you portrayed the evidence properly, but you don't. You never do, and you never will. Because you've got to be the best of the best of the best, and that's fake.
Hefner.
It's not real.
So far, they've told me they will help, and we've heard the name Hefner. So let's see how the session goes. But before that, something I need to say first.
Yeah, you got lots of things to say.
There's always going to be someone who watches something like this and gets offended. But remember, we're all human.
Not really offended.
Someday. We don't live forever.
But
when our spirits move on...
What offends people, Huff, is when you portray that you've saved Johnny Cash from hell. Do you know what I mean? That is what is offensive.
If your spirit
That's the bullshit.
Tonight, would you want to speak if you were here for 24 to 40?
If I was here for 24 hours, 48 hours, as you proclaim, I wouldn't be going to you. I'd be going to my family, you fucking idiot.
8 hours, would you want to leave a message to loved ones if you could? I know a lot of spirits, a lot of people who say they would when they pass away.
Yeah, but not to
I feel
you.
Not giving a spirit voice is offensive and disrespectful to that spirit.
I think it's more offensive when you fake stuff saying that Johnny Cash said this, that and the other, when he bloody didn't. That's what's offensive.
So I've always been about giving spirit a voice.
No, you've always been about yourself.
Me for 7 years to do this spirit communication. And obviously there's many out there who love what I do, who love watching what I do.
Yeah, because they don't understand or know. They just take it as face value that you're real. If they knew the truth, they would not be interested.
There's some who love watching what I do and wouldn't dare try it. And
yeah, that's
some
fair
who are
enough.
in this, just like I am, who love this work with a passion. For me,
money.
It all comes from love and respect. It's all for the research.
Give me a break.
Research and, yes, scientific research to prove, and it's been proven.
No, Huff, because if you were here to prove, you would show your evidence properly. That's the point I'm trying to make, okay? If you were here to prove that spirit exists and all the rest of it, instead of just trying to pretend you've got the best EVP or the best capture or the best this and the best equipment, which you haven't because off-the-shelf components, as opposed to something that's made properly, yeah, then you would record it properly. You would show it properly, but you don't. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't do that. So you're not here to prove anything except your own self.
Speak and converse with.
Do you understand?
Things that call themselves the dead.
No, you don't want to understand.
A lot of times,
that's the
many
problem.
People say, "Well, why do you say call themselves the dead?" That's because I'm no expert. You're no expert.
Yep,
we
none of us know.
Who say they're the dead.
So one thing I agree with you.
Describe death and give answers. But can I prove that these are dead spirits talking? No, I cannot prove that scientifically. All I can prove is we're capturing voices.
All you can prove is how good you are at editing or bad at editing, because we're capturing your jump cuts and your layered audio as well. Yeah, that's another thing, layered audio. How do I know when it's layered audio? Let me give you a clue. Right, when I do my sessions, okay, so let me just give you an idea. Listen to this. You can hear the radio, yeah? You can hear it as it is, going through its thing, and you can hear the quality of my voice. Have you ever noticed on a Huff Paranormal video that his Wonderbox sounds like cinema quality, but his voice is not? Yeah, that's sus. His Wonderbox should sound, if it's being recorded through a microphone near the object, it should sound the same. Does that make sense?
Questions, and there's no explanation for it. So they call themselves the dead.
They do. They always say they're dead. He's right on that. I've had so many captures of I'm dead, we're dead, they're dead.
Of giving them that voice. You guys know I've created devices, the Wonderbox.
No, you didn't create shit, mate. You put parts together.
And it was getting out of control with these messages. So
you mean messages from people like me and many others saying that you're fake? That's the messages you were getting.
Slowly coming back in after some bad experiences. That if you're not aware of them, you can watch the last 6, 7, 8 videos here.
I mean, you're suckering people like Josh from fucking Hope Paranormal, who's not talking to spirits, he's talking to random sound samples, the poor guy, and he thinks he's talking to spirit and he's not. Just because he wants to use that equipment, because it's a branded equipment. But never mind, whatever.
ITC is just in my blood and in my bones and in my heart.
Making money is in your heart, you're an entrepreneur and you're very good.
Trying new things. So thank you all. Let's start the session.
Yep, let's see what you got for us on this Wonderbox. Wonderbox.
So wear your robes.
Right, random sound. Well, first of all, we didn't see him set it up. Okay? So you got no idea if he's got anything pre-recorded, pre-set up. You got no idea. And I guarantee you, he has. Okay? It's always got to be the best of the best. Jump cut.
Can you come here and talk to me? Smoking jacket or robe?
Now that is messed about with. And they slowed it down, layered the audio. You'll find as well, if you watch other people who use the portal and that, and his Wonderbox, they suspiciously don't sound like Huff's. And that's not because of the quality of camera he's using. Are you using the Banshee app, are you?
Is there anything else you want to say?
These apps, seriously, they're full of false positives. Steer clear of them. You cannot say, oh yeah, this is what I got. Unless you open that app up and see how it's coded, personally, you'll see that a lot of these apps are no good. Divination Box is the biggest crock of pile of junk. Anything that is made by Matt Payne, just steer clear of, man. There's another guy as well, the Geo Box as well, is a hock of shit as well. That thing costs like up to £8,000, and you can make it yourself for about, I don't know, $150, because again, it's off the shelf components put inside a pretty box, and it overheats and catches on fire. But that's not an app, that's hardware. So yeah, but yeah, as far as these apps go, I ain't kidding you when I say that, like, Divination Box is just 2 MP3s from an ASMR video on YouTube. So when it said he was chosen, no spirit said that. That is actually in the MP3, the 10-minute long MP3, okay? Seriously. I'm probably blowing your mind right now. And I know you're shaking your head going, no, 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 you talk shit, what do you know? Trust me. You're just starstruck at the moment. You'll get over it.
Now you transcend into
there are many...
whining and dining.
I'm still whining and dining. It's just random. It's out of context. Have a look at one of my sessions. Again, I'll try and put it in the comments. That is done properly. The session is led, not followed. What I mean by that is everything is in context when answered back, okay? And listen to what is being said as well. It's not just... It's not random. This is very difficult to get, because I'm trying to be as basic as possible with you, because I know the people that are watching this are going to be Huff fans, and they're going to be spitting nails right now, call me all the names under the sun, and they just don't understand it. They don't understand the technology. Or lack of technology.
I hope so.
There's nothing wonderful about that box. It is a guitar apparatus with pretty lights.
After this, I kind of felt like I lost the connection. It just kind of went silent.
Yeah, you mean it crashed?
That voice anymore.
The app, I mean.
I was picking up nothing, as a matter of fact. So I let it run a little more to see if I could capture that same voice that was coming.
Same voice. It will be a same voice because...
I wish you a good night.
A lot of these apps as well, right, the ones that stream from the internet, okay, Huff and Sanchez own a lot of those streams, okay, so they can put whatever they want there. They can have it repeating, I am dead, I am the devil, I am Satan, Huff Paranormal, over and over again if they want on that stream, because they own that stream.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, the obligatory hold the copper wire of your hand thing. The copper wire that's not actually connected to anything. And when he wraps it around his head, it's even more funnier.
Well, I turned off the Wonder Box for now.
Yeah.
Decided to try the Panasonic DR60s again to see if I could get a validation.
The broken video recorders, yeah. Sorry, digital voice record, not video.
Starting the CVP recorder. Was that Hugh Hefner that was speaking?
Also, as well, you can't see it, but there's a wire here. Where the hell does that wire go? That's what I mean, nothing's transparent. You didn't see him set it up, so that wire could be pre-recorded. It really could be. I've got no idea where that goes.
Box to me.
And you can't prove anything to the scientific community with videos like this. This is no good. This will not help us. My videos are more conclusive to the scientific community than this by a million years. Even a dull session that doesn't bring out too much. Because mine are recorded as is and not edited and fucked around with. Right, you don't know if that was pre-recorded again. He's got the smug look of, I've caught something, before he's even known that he's caught something, if that makes sense. How would he know that he's got something, but he puts to kind of like, yep, because my connection with spirit is so damn good. No, it could be he got to you. I'll give him that. It could be. You'll have to watch the original video and make your own conclusions.
So many spirit validations.
See, yeah, he's just like, yeah, I knew that. He knew there and then. You wouldn't know, would you? You can't predict the paranormal. And that's the point I'm going to make. And it doesn't matter how many times
so we had his name
you manipulate audio That's not spirit communication. Making it sound spooky
we're going to help me connect to him through EVP
is not spirit communication.
Finally he got to you when I asked if Hugh Hefner connected.
So, let me get this right. Hugh Hefner got to you, Huff, because you are the one. You are the chosen one. You are Jesus Christ, Mark II, and Hugh Hefner sought you out because he knew you'd get a voice through.
Messages with the Wonder Box.
You don't even know, I mean, let's be honest, could be another spirit imitating. They do imitate.
So
I've
what an amazing
caught that loads of times.
What an amazing night. Working on my connection and higher vibration and building that up seems to be paying off.
Yeah, it's almost sickly, isn't it?
I'll continue doing this until it gets better and better.
I'll continue doing this until it doesn't make me any more money, is the correct term. And that's it, Huff Paranormal. So I hope you Huffanites out there who are kicking my ass, shouting crazy, look, I'm actually on your side. I'm not trying to diss you or anything like that. It's because you don't know, and I'm trying to educate you. Okay, so to tell you what a real session goes like. Like I said, I'll put it in the comments what a real session sounds like, okay, with real, you know, validations going on, etc., etc., and how it should be presented if you really want to prove that these things exist, okay, because something does. It does have intelligence, it does answer back. Spirit communication is very real. I'm not here to say it doesn't exist, because it does, because I've done it myself loads and loads of times, okay, and I'm hardly the best in the world at it. I'm pretty crap, actually, compared to a lot of people out there. I've had some good stuff, don't get me wrong. But seriously, okay, when it comes to Huff, he's not real. If it's entertainment you're after, great, fine. But if you want real proof, Huff is not the one, okay? And I just hope that sort of shows you what he's doing with the jump cuts. Watch any of his videos. Like I said, I challenge you to listen to his video without the subtitles and see if you can understand. Because he also inputs things on the subtitles just, you know, to fuck with you, you know? Number one is the funniest one. On the radio it said, number one, as in like the chart topping number one song is, and he put it as you're the one, as in this ego about him being chosen. It's cringy. Anyway, like I say, I hope that makes sense. I hope I haven't bored you senseless to those who I am flogging a dead horse, 'cause I've done this before, but the amount of messages I'm getting on the debunking Huff type videos that I've done are out of control. I try and answer as many as I can and try and explain to people. I hope this video makes things a bit more clear for you. That's what I want to do, make it more clear for you so you understand. Take care, Thirtless, and take care, Huffanites. I hope you wise up soon, or maybe you don't want to. That's up to you. I give you the information. It's up to you what you do with it. Throw it in the bin for all I care. I've done my bit. Take care, good luck, and I'll see you for a live stream tomorrow. Yippee-ki-yay.